What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I've got another very important AMC update to bring all of you this afternoon. So we're going to be talking about in this update is just some absolutely crazy things that I found over the weekend. This first situation here, we've briefly touched upon in the past, but Citigroup has recently downgraded AMC, continues to hold a sell rating on the stock, and has now a price target of $5 per share. But what we're going to kind of go over in this video is very contradictory, and I do think that there's something very strange going on with Citigroup right now. The other thing that kind of goes off of this, we do have to take a look at the technicals on AMC because they are screaming pretty bullish right now. In addition, we're going to briefly touch on the Ortex data as well going into next week. We have a big partnership announcement as well and some updates on the Consolidated Audit Trail system, the CAT system, and some comments that Hester Peirce has made. So we have an action-packed video, so if you guys wouldn't mind hitting that like button down below if you guys haven't already, and if you do want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. So on Friday, AMC closed off an awesome week at $14.66 per share, and the after hours came up a little bit to $14.74, but here's what we're looking at here. Let's see where this article is. So Citigroup adjusts AMC Entertainment Holdings price target to $5 a share from $6 a share and keeps their sell rating. Okay, well, it's really great that we have the ability to go in and look at 13F filings to see what these institutions are actually holding. When we come over to Fintel right here, Citigroup 13F, this was filed on May 12th. They have 275,000 shares of AMC. It's the only position that they have here. They don't have calls, they don't have puts, they just have a long position. Now, if you're Citigroup and you come out with a sell rating on a stock with a price target of $5 a share, when the stock is currently trading at $14.66, it makes absolutely no sense to be holding 270-something thousand shares. So there's something weird going on here with Citigroup, and honestly, they've done this before. They have readjusted their price target ratings and still held long positions in some of these stocks. Now, there's a situation that we've seen with Goldman Sachs a couple times in the past where some of these large institutions know that they do have somewhat of an influence over the overall market. They will issue these downgrades in the hopes that the stock will come down. Then they will buy the stock up, and a few months later, they will then go back and upgrade the stock, pushing it back to the upside. So it's possible that's what Citigroup is trying to do here. But again, when we take a look at the technicals on AMC using the awesome 1348 system, cross up on the 4-hour here, consolidation, and honestly a retest here of this 200 EMA. We're seeing this 13 EMA come over this 200 EMA right here as well. Another very, very solid sign that we have not seen since the last run to 34. We're seeing the RSI look good. We're seeing the MACD look pretty good as well as the shaft trend cycle. Everything's screaming pretty bullish on AMC right now. Now, is it possible that we're going to see a little bit of a pullback before we start that continued move to the upside? Yes, absolutely. The market is super volatile right now. We're going to be getting more economic data this week. But again, there's a lot more opportunities to trade in this market right here. And we are sitting really, really, really solidly with AMC right now. So if you're interested in joining up with the 1348 system, make sure you check out that link down below. So when we come over to Ortex right here, we do have a couple of other pieces of data that we need to go over as well. So we have 17.58% estimated short interest, 15.66% average cost to borrow on Friday, 13.21% on the average. So the max was 15.66, the average was 13.21, and the minimum 10.79% with 139 million shares on loan. So again, I am interested to see what these exchange reported short interest numbers actually come out at to see if Ortex was wildly underestimating the short interest in this period, which I think it is very, very possible that they have done. Now, I do want to talk about this partnership that Adam Aron has just released to us. Yet another promise kept. We now partner with Uber Eats, a pilot test to deliver movie theater treats, especially AMC Perfectly popcorn to the home. It's now live at AMC theaters in Chicago, Citadel, and Kansas City, the home of AMC theaters. If it works, we will roll it out across the U.S. in the fall. That is a very key statement right there, and one of the things that I want to talk about with you guys. This new business model with the popcorn that AMC is trying to do, one, I think the grocery stores, and in just my opinion, I think selling the popcorn in grocery stores might be a better option for longer term revenue than with Uber Eats. I could absolutely be wrong, but they're testing it out in some of these locations here to figure out what the market is. So it's going to take a couple of quarters in order for this popcorn revenue and popcorn sales to actually filter into earnings in any meaningful way. But we are really on the right track right now to really transforming this business and getting us on the path to those profitable earnings numbers that we all really, really want to see, to potentially have some of those large banking institutions like Citigroup start to upgrade the stock, have higher price targets, and have institutions start buying up the stock again, giving us that really, really strong and aggressive buying pressure that we would need to see in order to have those giant moves back to the upside. Now, I do want to talk a bit about this consolidated audit trail system, the CAT system, and what Hester Peirce has just said. So in order to kind of go into this a little bit more, we do need to give a little bit of a background on what this is. The consolidated audit trail is the largest and most comprehensive new regulatory reporting utility in living memory. Data hygiene throughout order lifecycle and customer account data is critical to low error, high accuracy CAT reporting. So it's basically a reporting system. In response to the May 2010 flash crash, the SEC adopted Rule 613 and in November 2016 voted and approved a national market system, the NMS, plan to create a single comprehensive database known as the Consolidated Audit Trail. The CAT will enable regulators to more efficiently and thoroughly track all trading activity in the U.S. equity and options markets. Now, the Consolidated Audit Trail system is getting something called a phased rollout. So we were supposed to be getting some more of the updates right around now, but Hester Peirce has something else to say. So she made a statement recently, a statement on the order granting temporary conditional exemptive relief from certain requirements of the National Market System Plan, NMS, governing the Consolidated Audit Trail, or CAT. I support granting temporary exemptive relief for certain provisions of the Consolidated Audit Trail. The CAT, a project designed to give the SEC and other regulators comprehensive market insight, has proved much harder and more expensive to implement than anyone anticipated. I have grave concerns about the whole project. The dollars, distraction, dissension, and drain of endless meetings over the past several years of CAT implementation are reasons enough to reconsider the entire project. The risk to liberty and security posed by the project should compel us to do so. With respect to liberty, I plead with my fellow Americans to care about your financial privacy. Why should the government, without any indication of wrongdoing on your part, follow you around the securities market to monitor every order you place and every trade you make? With respect to security, I plead with my fellow regulators to rethink the wisdom of creating a massive database of information that hackers will try to exploit for their nefarious ends. Given these concerns, my preference would be to see the project placed in the SEC's catacombs, dead and buried forever. Nevertheless, the CAT lives on, so I support granting additional time to resolve a number of implementation issues, which is what today's order does. So we've seen Hester Peirce do this many, many times in the past, where she really just wants to delay, and give more time. Now, she does have a point in saying that, yeah, I mean, if you want your trades getting looked at every single time without basically any reason by any government agency, she does make a point there, but that's not necessarily what the CAT system is for. She's trying to make an argument here that doesn't really make sense in this whole situation. Is one retail investor's trade really going to be influencing the markets every single day? Well, the one instance of that was the flash crash back in 2010, but other than that, not really. So this whole system is mainly around all of these large institutions that are potentially manipulating markets on a day-to-day basis. And her whole basically argument up in the top here that, oh, it's too expensive, it's too hard. Well, Hester, if something is very difficult to do and it needs to be done, it needs to be done anyway. It doesn't matter what the cost of this thing is or how hard it is to do. That is your job to make sure that it gets done. So that is essentially going to wrap up this update on AMC, the whole Citigroup situation, the Consolidated Audit Trail system, and this new partnership with Uber Eats. So if you guys enjoyed the information and analysis that I provided for you in this video, make sure you go down and hit that like button. It costs costs you nothing to do it, but it really helps us out a whole lot in getting this information out to as many people who want to learn. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. So I hope you guys are having a great weekend, and I will see you guys in the next video.